platforms, particularly YouTube at Eagles FM Abuja and Facebook at Eagles FM Abuja. But let me greet you in the way that I know how to this beautiful 23rd Wednesday, October of 2024 in Nakwana. In my dialect, I would say Amesiere Ekaro in Yoruba, in Igbo, Otutu Bagi Agife, and you already know, is it in Igala now? Olodudu. Okay, and Ife is not here, but yes, I should give this one in absentia. Okay, that will be Emma Muriel. Okay, go to the bell. I always forget the bell when you go with the Emma Muriel. And finally, you I understand Una. And yes, from Clark, when my time here will be over, so that we would have yet another colleague, very fantastic, and she'd be here to take you on the midday extra show at 10 o'clock. But yeah, from now till 8 o'clock, it will be time, of course, for the pages, and that is the newspaper review segment of the Eagles Morning Risers breakfast show. And then from 8 p.m. till about 9 a.m., right, will be time for sports on Eagles Wings. You don't want that one with the sports minister on radio. I'm talking about none other person but Vicky Vic. Is going to be sitting here and taking you around the world of sports. And now I'll be coming back 9 o'clock as we go talking politics and current affairs. Now, you know that runs from 9 a.m. till 10 a.m. And then say au revoir. But no, we're just getting started. Now let's let you in on some things that you ought to know. And then, of course, we will now jump into the front pages of Nigerian newspapers and bring it to you. Oops, did I forget? I almost missed that. You also get the ample time, the opportunity, the privilege to, quantum time to add your voice in the discourse. Remember, your voice has to be heard and heard loudly and clearly, but then it has to be within the confines of civility and responsibility. And you already know how it goes. But I'll be handing down the numbers to you after I let you in on some things that you ought to know this morning. You should know that Attorney General of the Federation, that's talking about AGF, Lateef Fagbemi San, has faulted the suits filed by 19 states challenging the constitutionality of the laws establishing the anti-corruption agencies. It's not just EFCC now, ICPC too, as falling into that, suit. But yeah, that's what it said. Now, the AGF urged the Supreme Court to dismiss the suit because issues raised by the plaintiffs had already been resolved by the appellate court. Now, the Supreme Court reserved judgment in the suit on Tuesday. Okay, move to yet another date. But then let's let you in on the fact that former President Obasanjo Olusegun is still talking. I mean, he's been talking for quite some time now, and he has added yet another talk. What is he saying now? This time he says, it is unfair to blame only the Igbo for attempting to secede from Nigeria. He said Nigeria's three major ethnic nationalities had at one time or the other attempted to break up the country through secession. Okay, is that something? Is he reminding us that we are probably wanting? No, I wouldn't say that. I don't think this is a voice for everybody. But yeah, just telling us that, look, why is it seemingly looking at one direction or one ethnicity or one tribe when you're supposed to also think about the fact that other tribes, especially of the three major tribes, have also at one point or the other tried to secede from the country. The country says, no, you're not going anywhere. We're one indivisible people, united. And that's it. But anyways, the People's Democratic Party, PDP governors and other stakeholders have postponed the October 24 National Executive Committee, NEC, meeting to November 28. Right now, the decision was reached about 4 hours of meeting on Tuesday night. Addressing journalists at the end of the meeting in Abuja, Governor Bala Mohammed said the decision was to allow the party to participate in the Ondo governorship election slated for November 16. Right. Anyways, a group managing director of Ren Oil Limited, Gabriel Ogbechie has asked Nigerians to prepare to pay full market prices for petroleum products as a result of the full deregulation of the downstream sector. Now, he was speaking on national television, just like ours, right? On Tuesday. I mean, that was yesterday. Ogbechie lauded Tinubu's decision on the removal of the fuel subsidy. He was said it allowed for healthy competition in the downstream sector. But are we really seeing that competition? Is it healthy? I don't know. I mean, with a back and forth with Dangote Refinery here and there, the Itman here and there, and of course the NNPCL. Well, let's just say, okay, maybe it gets better as we, proceed. But anyways, let's get somewhere to Jigawa State, where Governor Umar Namadi of Jigawa State has disclosed that about 181 people were killed in the tanker explosion that happened in the state last week. Okay, so he said, while 80 persons were still in the hospitals, a total of 210 families were affected by the explosion that occurred on October 15. Tanker explosion. I don't know. Shouldn't there be another roadways for the tankers and the heavy duty carriage lifting vehicles? I don't know. But I thought that was what's supposed to be obtainable. But anyways, hard luck. The Dangote Petroleum Refinery has received 4 cargoes of crude oil from the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited (NNPCL) under the Naira for Crude Sale Agreement. Now, it was gathered that the 4 cargoes of crude were delivered to the refinery within the past 3 weeks, when the government kick-started the sale of crude to local refineries in the local currency. Okay, now the Senate President Godswill Akpabio has urged the Senate to invite the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency and other relevant agencies to substantiate the drug-related allegations made against the Deputy Senate Leader Yisa Ashiru. Now, in a statement by its spokesperson, Femi Babafemi, the NDLEA alleged that the senator's residence in Kwara was raided after intelligence revealed it was being used as a drug joint. But I just hope that this one is not going to be swept under the carpet, because Nigerians, we want to see the end of this. We want to see where this actually goes. And of course, if it is actually a manhunt or it is a done definite deal, well, we are yet to find out, as it is still alleged. Over 200 families in Rumaholu Nkolu pipeline area of Obio Akpo local government area of Rivers State have been displaced by flooding. Okay, that's not nice. This is as the residents and said snakes and other reptiles were surfacing as a result of the severe flooding, which had destroyed property in their homes. Hold on, no, I don't want to be caught up in that situation now. Reptiles, snakes, maybe scorpions too. Okay, sorry for putting icing on the cake. Scorpions were not mentioned, but reptiles and snakes, yes. Well, I should also let you know that police officers in Lagos State have arrested 3 suspects in connection with the possession of human parts, specifically suspected tongues. Okay, now the operatives from the Rapid Response Squad intercepted the suspects, who are Isa Amohalai, 30, and Abubakar Isa, 32, respectively, during a routine stop and search operation on the Otedola Bridge on October 15, 2024. Were they nabbed? Yes, they were. Well done, police. Well done, police. Now, the West African Examination Council, WAEC, has announced that the computer-based West African Senior School Certificate Examination, that's the WASE, for private candidates, will start on Friday, October 25 of 2024. So WAEC is also saying in a statement, as of yesterday, also extended the registration period to Tuesday, October 29 of 2024. All right, that being said, I already brought it to you that Obasanjo, the former president of Nigeria, said denying Igbo presidency for attempting to break out of Nigeria is quite unfair. I've also brought it to you. Okay, I've not brought this to you. I mean, Rivers Crisis, Pro-Wike Group, moving to stop state local government allocation. I mean, that's something going on right there in Rivers State. And yeah, I should also let you in on the fact that ex-presidential candidate Knox Tinubu tags him civilian dictator. Okay, and Naira for crude, Dangote gets NNPCL's first supply. I brought that to you already. All right, now let's get into the front page pages of Nigerian newspaper today, this morning being a Wednesday, the 23rd day in the month of October of 2024. All right, stay with me now. It's going to be a smart read. Daily Trust newspaper starting off. All right, the big story on the front page of Daily Trust newspaper says Millers, barbers, tailors deplore massive blackout in the north. All right, it's got three riders to it now. The first one, power outage grounds business activities. A second rider, minister raises committee to investigate grid collapse. Raises committee. Right? Committee to investigate grid collapse. Third rider declares state of emergency in electricity sector. All right, that story begins on the front page of the Daily Trust. It's continued on page 4 of the Daily Trust newspaper, but just above the big story, but right below the Daily Trust newspaper banner now, you would find this one on page 17. I've got sharp eyes. Nigeria-Libya saga. CAF may decide case today. All right, 19 die in Plateau auto crash. So not nice. Page 5, carrying the story. And to page 1, if I'm not mistaken now. And it says, Tinubu to Nigerians buy petrol at 1K per liter or CNG at 200 naira per meter. Okay, you heard that now. The president to Nigerians buy petrol at 1,000 naira per liter or CNG at 200 naira per meter. All right, that one is actually on page 1 right there. Okay, I see this one. It sees me too. It says IMF downgrades Nigeria's growth prospects to 2.9%. IMF, International Monetary Fund, downgrades Nigeria's growth prospect to 2.9%. That story you would find on page 32. Mother, son shot at hoodlums attack FCDA director's apartment. Mother, sons shot as hoodlums attack FCDA director's apartment. Page 21 carries that story. I don't want to add my voice on that one because I don't know how far I'm going to be going with that kind of conversation. But this one here now on page 37, right? New chapter begins, says Farouk Lawan after leaving Kuje prison. At the very base of the Daily Trust newspaper now, court halts Kano local government polls, dissolves electoral commission. Page 12. Oh no, I beg your pardon. Yeah, page 12. My sharp eyes are still sharp now. It's carrying that story. But let's move away from that one now as I bring you the Guardian newspaper. I see people, school children in Kanos. Oh, in Kanos. All right, in Kanos. Right, I see them. And this is not so nice. This should be somewhere where now? Oh, come on. This is not so good. You should get across social media platforms, especially YouTube and Facebook, and see for yourself from our big screen on social media right there what I am seeing right now. All right, school children in Kanos. And this one says federal government seeks IMF's help as flooding oil output crisis dampen outlook. All right, page 6 is carrying that story. Look at houses submerged. This is not nice. All right, and just below that big story now at the chest region of the Guardian newspaper, lost billions. Why government's youth empowerment efforts are failing. Lost billions. Why government's youth empowerment efforts are failing. Page 6, very popular now, to yet another headline, Disco's planned meter phase out may worsen Nigeria's 7 million gap as FCCPC intervenes. All right, page 18 is carrying that story now to page 4. Federal government ASU is the kicker. Can public varsities afford another shutdown? That's a question now you want to go see. All right, it's a news analysis you want to find on page 4. TCN urges calm as faulty cable throws north into darkness. All right, page 29 is carrying that story. Nigeria others may lose 10.5 trillion US dollars to cybercrime next year. Page 3 is carrying the story. Frequent grid collapse worsening business outlook. Page 5 is carrying that one. And Probate Registry issues ultimatum over Herbert Wigwe's estate disputes. All right, page 8 is carrying that one. And the last one that I'll be taking with the Guardian newspaper this morning will be AGF debunks 3-month grace on enforcement of local government autonomy. Page 5 is carrying that story. And with that, we say bye-bye to the Guardian newspaper as we say welcome aboard to the Vanguard newspaper. The big story on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper: unending greed collapses threaten survival of businesses. Organized private sector is saying that one. That's talking about the OPS has got quite a mouthful of writers following underneath. A call for full privatization of power sector. The second writer: it hinders economic growth. NECA is saying that. Frustrating for manufacturers. Man is saying that. Mere infrastructure upgrades insufficient. Full privatization needed. Nasima is saying that reduces competitiveness of Nigerian businesses. Asbon is saying that these are very big players, in the power, sector, or if you like, energy sector right there, and they're adding their voice, talking about the unending greed collapses threatening survival of businesses. And to page 9 now, labor demands halt to frequent petrol price increase. Others. Right, to page 19, 5% excise tax. Telcos will soon die. Call the Nitel MTN CEO. All right, is saying that one now. Okay, so let's see this one. It says $0.5 million fuel subsidy bribe. Lawan gains freedom. Yes, $0.5 million fuel subsidy bribe. Lawan regains freedom. That reminds me of one song I think Tyree sang now. Freedom. I think, Tyree sang that song. Page 6, though, is carrying the story. Nigeria requires purposeful leadership, food security for growth. Ex-deputy governors saying that. And page 4, you'd find that story. Insecurity. Wike issues 5-day quit notice to Abuja street beggars. Oh, that is strong. Page 13. 5 days, I'm telling you. All ye that beg on the streets. Vacate. Quit. Walk away. Zilch. Disappear. Okay, which are the ones? But anyways, I'll leave it there. But page 13 has got that story right there. And this one says, coming from Obasanjo, Nigeria has disappointed Africa black race. I'm not part of it. Obasanjo is saying that one now. Page 8 is carrying that story. Now, something on IMF, right? On page 20, it says, why IMF slashed Nigeria's economic growth forecast to 2.9%. Okay, and Libya versus Nigeria for the sport lovers. CAF president condemns Super Eagles' inhuman treatment. Page 31 is carrying that story right now. Just above the Vanguard newspaper banner, I'm talking about the heights, the apogee, the peak, the zenith, the top of it. The federal government bans export of LPG as price continues to soar. Page 19. And to page 10, Edo government APC transition committee heading for showdown. And to page 9 now, it's looking popular as well. Federal government asks Supreme Court to dismiss suit seeking to declare EFCC illegal. And the last one that I'll be bringing to you now, PDP crisis. We've reconciled feuding NWC members. Somebody made that statement. You want to find out who? Go to page 4 of the Vanguard newspaper. And away from the Vanguard newspaper now, I'm bringing the Nation newspaper to you for today, Wednesday, the 23rd day in the month of October of 2024. All right, the big story says dismiss 19 states case against EFCC. AGF tells Supreme Court. And it's got two riders to it. Setting up of anti-graft agencies lawful. And the second rider, Anambra Adamawa Ebonyi, opt out. At first we got reports that it was Anambra, but it seems as though Adamawa and Ebonyi states have decided to say, you know what, we don't want to do this no more. So if you take out 3 from 19, what do you have? 17, 18, 19, so it's like 16 states still adamant. But will they win this battle? I'm not so sure. I'm not. But let's go see that one as that story begins on the front page and is continued on page 2 of the Nation newspaper. And just above the big story, uncertainty envelopes PDP as battle for control rages. That story begins on the front page and continued on page 4. It has one writer. Court declines to stop party from postponing NEC meeting. All right, Ondo 2024. INEC begins distribution of 55,859 PVCs. LP candidates tackles Ayedatiwa over Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway. And the last rider to Ondo 2024, Electoral Agency cautions against fake news rumors. All right, just above the Nation newspaper banner now, Tinubu canvasses use of CNG as alternative to petrol. Do we have CNG? CNG what now would I call it? Cylinders. Do we have that? Maybe that will go a long way. I don't know. But I'm just saying though. But anyway, Tinubu canvasses use of CNG as alternative to petrol. And you'd find that one on page 5. It's got one rider to it. NIPCO says it will be accessible. Okay. Now, Jomo's transformation leadership in NCAA, all right, is on page 22. And to page 4, court summons Herbert Wigwe's cousin over will. Really? Court summons Herbert Wigwe's cousin over wheel. Page 4 is carrying that one. To page 2 now. 181 died in Jigawa tanker explosion, says Governor. Very, very sad story. I don't even like reading about stories like that, but I have to, so you know. But anyways, see this one now on Edung, saying improved oil production will boost foreign exchange inflows, and it's got just one rider to it. IMF cuts Nigeria's economic growth to 2.9%. That story begins on the front page of the Nation newspaper, continued on page 2, looking popular by the way, of the Nation newspaper. And to this one here now, you'd find on page 5, export halted for 90 days to crash cooking gas price. All right, and to this one here on page 31, the last one by the way, 16 million ballots already cast in U.S. poll. I see. All right, I see. Okay, let's get to the Punch newspaper. It's going to be the last daily that will be bringing to your, your eardrums as well as your visuals this morning. And the Punch newspaper, just to the side of the Punch newspaper, Ondo Governor poll, you would find this one. It says 55,859 PVCs collected. INEC extends exercise to local government. And page 3 carries that one to yet another page 3. No improved infrastructure since LP's exit. All right, somebody made that statement. You want to go and find out who? Go to page 3 of the Punch newspaper. Now to the big story on the front page of the Punch newspaper. The PDP crisis, anti-Damagum plot thickens as NEC meets Thursday. Anti-Damagum plot thickens as NEC meets Thursday. Page 2 is carrying that story. It's got just one rider followed through. PDP governors, NWC, BOT members meet. Fresh legal battle continues on NEC meeting. All right, the same very unpleasant picture that I saw, with one of the other dailies is what I see now on the front page of the Punch newspaper. I mean, I see children, I see grown-ups, I see people in their uniforms, in a canoe, and they're just there I don't know, when was the last time I saw this? This is not funny though. Oyan Dam operators under pressure over rising boat demands in flooded communities. Are you serious now? Look at those houses submerged. This is not nice. Tall story buildings now looking as though they were dwarfed by the waters. No. Unacceptable, though, if you ask me. This story is so important, is so serious that you'd find it on pages 4 and 5, respectively, of the Punch newspaper. Federal government bans cooking gas export over rising prices. Page 19, you'd find that, page 10, I beg your pardon, you'd find that story. And to yet another, page 5 now, how Bob Risky spent night in FCID female cell, okay. All right, this one here is page 10, right? I think they're very popular now, page 10. 250 billion naira debt. Telco seek NCC approval to stop bank transfer services. Ha! Telcos. When you are supposed to ask, NCC to follow the right channel, to ensuring that banks pay up. You're not saying they should stop it? No, come on. You're really going to crumble. Not just businesses, but even your operations will crumble. I'm telling you. But I'm just saying, I'm just one man, right? But anyways, let's go to page 19, just above the Punch newspaper banner now. Naira for crude. Dangote gets NNPCL's first supply. I see. Page 2, local government autonomy. Federal government plans sanctions against defaulting states. And finally, page 19, at the apogee, the heights, the peak, the zenith, the top of the Punch newspaper banner now. You see this one. Nigeria still borrowing amid high debt costs. IMF saying that. Nigeria still borrowing amid high debt costs. International Monetary Fund has got that to say. And that's where we draw the curtain for the front pages, but not drawing the curtains from hearing from you, because we want to hear from you now. I want to know your thoughts. I mean, some very, very strong headlines have made the rounds. They've seen it through into today. I mean, the 23rd day in the month of October 2024. By the way, it's a Wednesday. Yeah, it's a way back Wednesday on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Let me roll down the numbers to you right now. 0907-353-0044 is the number for you to call. The other number would be 0909-705-4450, and that will be the WhatsApp portal number. And as you engage the WhatsApp portal number, be sure to also note that your voice note is very much accepted, 1 minute 30 seconds or 1 minute 35 seconds at most. And your WhatsApp message is very important too. Yeah, however you want to put it, but then make sure that it is within the ambits of civility and responsibility. Even if there's a text message you want to send to the WhatsApp portal number, which is 0909-705-4450, it is okay, it is all right, and we will endorse it. Hello and good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Is this Moses?
Yeah, it's Moses.
Moses, been a while, Moses. Hope you're fine. Oh, you did travel. Welcome back, my brother. Yes, bless you more. Where are you calling from, though?
Coming from Suleja.
Suleja, lovely, Niger State. All right, talk to us, Moses.
Yeah. National grade collapse again. It's not only national grade collapse, it's economic grade collapse.
Right.
Look at what is happening. How can we fix this country? A lot of money being pumping into this electric power sector, despite it has been privatized. What is going on? Look at our network. We never hear government empower this network subscribers. But what electricity? What is behind this electricity grade collapse? And you are inviting outsiders to come and invest into this country. Look at how the Nigerians are lamenting the high cost of fuel and the great collapse. Our economy automatically has collapsed. So if the Senate should invite them, if they are not capable, put people who are capable in that system. The system is not working. What is that problem behind this power sector that is not working out? The same thing is happening with our fuel. What are those things behind our refineries that are not working?
Right.
That's the thing come up. They couldn't allow him to work freely. Then another thing again, rising cost of gas, cooking gas. So which one ordinary Nigerian will be to enjoy for this country?
I think it's in CNG. The president said 200 meters, 200, I think, of CNG, encouraging us to go for CNG now.
So, but look at it now. Yesterday I heard your news that a kg of gas is 1.5, right?
Exactly.
UD. Can ordinary Nigerians afford that today?
Well, Moses, the question begs for an answer, but for want of time, we cannot go any further. Thank you so much, though. Appreciate. Right? And welcome back. Welcome back, Moses. All right. Can an ordinary Nigeria afford gas today? Is the question Moses is asking. Hello and good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes,
this
good
is
morning.
King Kennedy.
King Kennedy, welcome aboard.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much.
Where are you calling from?
I think, sorry if it would hurt anybody, but I just feel a lot of us are just cowards in this.
Hello?
I think he also. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I asked where you're calling from. You didn't say that.
I'm calling from Cairo.
Cairo. I like that.
Yeah.
Cairo.
I'm just saying, it looks as if most of us are just cowards in this country. Apology to whoever it may hurt. But look, a young boy facing these challenges took the Ministry of Education to court over years of admission in the tertiary institution, right? It was read. You read it. I tried to get you, but I couldn't.
Oh.
Now, national grid collapse at. This is how many times? So many times. A lot of damages have done to businesses, things we put in the house. I think it's also a challenge for me also to take the people who are concerned, who are managing their affairs to court. Because we can't continue like this. We need some strong, patriotic Nigerians who can stand for the betterment of our country.
Right.
What is all this? As I speak to you now, where I am now, there is no light. And the Minister of Power just came the other time and said Nigeria enjoy, 20 hours of interrupted light supply. You read it.
I get that.
We clapped. And then, what is all of this? I think it's time for us to arise and stand and speak with one voice for the betterment of our country. And wherever that we stand against our country, we stand against such a person. Thank you as for this point.
Thank you so much, King K. It's time for us to rise up from your slumber and address the situation and the issues head on, and don't waste no time. Well, I just want to go pay some bills. Don't worry, I'm not going for too long. But right back in a short bit. Don't go away.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja. Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
You are here right now.
Your miracle is here. Just believe and receive. Breaking news. The healing streams are flowing again, and your testimony is next as we anticipate the Healing Streams live healing services with Pastor Chris, holding from
Friday, October 25th to Sunday, October 27th, 2024, 2 p.m. daily.
Register now and view the program at
www.healingstream.tv/zone/ABMC.
You can also participate live at Christ Embassy Durumi near American International School, or at the nearest Christ Embassy church to you. Also at any of our designated healing centers all around town. Also airing live here in Abuja on Eagles 102.3 FMs. Call or text
070-7125-2233. 070-7125-2233. Friday, October 25th to Sunday, October 27th, 2024. You can also watch it live on Eagles FM Abuja YouTube and Facebook page, 2 p.m. daily.
Your set time for a miracle. Don't miss it.
Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Here to stay.
Make una listen to this ogbonge message from the FCT Public Health Department and Malaria Consortium.
Seasonal malaria chemo prevention campaign don't start again for Abuja.
The campaign will involve sharing of medicine where they prevent malaria from children where they between 3 months reach 5 years old.
The name of the medicine na Spark.
These people where they distribute the medicine go come on our house once a month from June go reach October every year.
The community drug distributors go teach mama, papa or anybody where they take care of children how to give the first dose of Spark to children who don't reach to take the medicine. For every pikin where them give Spark, them go also give them SMC record card where them go use to they record the medicine where pikin don't take. Make you know say Spark no be medicine where they treat malaria. Make you know give them to pikin where no well.
Remember say every family member, especially children and women wey get belle, suppose they sleep inside long-lasting insecticide treated net every time so that dem go fit protect themselves from malaria.
This message now from the FCT Public Health Department and Malaria Consortium.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Hello everyone. This is a special invitation to tune in to Eagles 102.3 FM for the Safe Spare Connect program with Town Planner Ibrahim MT, the safety doctor. If you're looking for more information and guidance on the morality of life, health, safety, security, and the environment, then this is the show for you. Join us every Tuesday from 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. for an hour of insightful discussions, expert interviews, and engaging segments that will keep you informed and safe. Don't miss out. Mark your calendars and make sure to tune in to Eagles 102.3 FM. Stay safe, stay informed, and connect with Safe Spare Connect.
Sorry for the inconvenience.
I suppose it was inevitable.
Eagles 102.3.
The newspaper review segment is called The Pages right here on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. In case you're just tuning in for the first time, this is The Pages where we look into the front pages of Nigerian newspapers. Well, I see your calls and let's go take it already. All right, that's the miss though. Keep the calls coming through 0907-353-0044 or the WhatsApp portal number 0909-705-4450. Hello and good morning.
Barrister.
Good morning to you, Obasanjo.
It's Obasanjo calling you from Amali, Niger State.
All right, Obasanjo, let's have your thoughts.
Thank you. Fine, little bit fine, small.
Okay.
National Greek collapse. Like my brother, my uncle has said, what if has not been collapsed in this country? What do you need to be collapsed again? People are even collapsing. Why? Because the pain is over there. Then what next? Not to even talk about the electricity that people dying. You don't even ask questions on that. It's only electricity collapse that will make us to be so panicked. We are here. We don't even have light. So everything is collapsed. The education collapse. See, health worker collapse. The health system collapse. Everything works collapse. Things collapse. Please, Barrister, let me ask this question. What exactly that you see has not been collapsed in Nigeria? Exactly, just simple thing. Barrister, what exactly that thing? In the whole of the Nigerian, the black, the majority of the black country, in the whole world, everything is collapsed.
All right.
Everything is collapsed. So what do we talk about? That the sky that will shamble us, nothing that will shamble us that will make us say, Nigerian is best, Nigeria is getting better. Nothing.
Okay,
Nothing has been so better for Nigerians. It's a shame for our president. It's a shame for our security business. It's a shame for our power holding. It's a shame for our doctors. It's a shame for all lawyers in the whole country. Thank you, Barrister.
Thank you so much, Obasanjo. Very passionate right there. And yet, very true. Well, I get this one. I'll take this now. Hello and good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, please.
Udog Daniel.
Yes, please, my brother. What's your name? Where you calling
my
from?
My name is Abdul, calling from Suleja,
Abdul, feels good. All right, Abdul, let's very quickly jump into it.
Udog Daniel,
yes,
this
please.
national grade of a team is a problem. It's really collapsing business in Suleja here where we are also. You see? Some people, they cannot do without light. Like the people selling all this fish and all the rest. So how much fuel can you buy to power your generator? Fuel is at the high side. National grid collapse. That goes for that. I want to use this opportunity also to condole the family members of the Jigawa tanker explosion. They are so rest in peace.
Right.
UD, I can't see the reason why the governors are going to court to challenge the establishment of EFCC. If they are not corrupt, why are they challenging the EFCC in the court? Why? Because the EFCC that can investigate them and bring them to book. In fact, yesterday when I was reading the news, I saw a Farouk Lawal. I've even forgotten that somebody is even behind Farouk Lawal. You see? I was surprised when I saw him and now remember that this is one of the member of House of Representatives before. He was charged for corruption. Without the EFCC, we dare arrest him and jail him. So I don't think the governors, they are serious. The Supreme Court should just dismiss the case, or I don't know, should just nullify the case. EFCC should exist because the people that can deal with them for me. Thank you very much. God bless you so much. And God bless you. Bye.
God bless you too, my brother. Appreciate that one. Well, it says, I don't even remember there's a Farouk Lawal before, or Lawan before. But now I just remembered that there is a Farouk Lawan. Well, let's go see this one. Hello and good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning to you, please.
My brother Udok.
Yes, my brother. Good morning. What's your name?
My name is GB from Leicester.
GB, welcome aboard. GB, talk to us, GB.
Is there any Greek collapse apart from the one that happened last week?
Apart from the one that happened last week?
I don't think so.
Right.
I think the reference was the one that happened on Monday, Tuesday.
Yes, Monday, Tuesday. And the OPS is already, making talks and saying, hey, this is crumbling businesses and something needs to be done.
No, because the comment has been like, see something collapse. Yes, let me tell you something. Let's take away this ignorance. Greek collapsing happen all over the world. The only thing we are feeling is that our own is centralized. When it happened, what happened in Sokoto and somebody in Lagos? What happens if somebody who's in Bayelsa? Greek collapse can happen because of Vanda, because of some maybe fourth generating plant or anything. That's why I think they should digitalize it, so that each region will have its own grid. So that what happened in the south will not have somebody in the north. What happened in Yoko in the Maiduguri will not have somebody in Lagos. Like many radio stations, you are listening to them, they go off here and come back. That means not Greek collapse. Something happened accidentally, you go off there, you come back. That's a collapse. But the language, so it can happen anywhere because of what? There are components. Like you are riding a vehicle. One of your tires go back. The vehicle will wumble and stop on the road. You have to fill the tire before you start your game. So people saying that because I did the collapse, but I was in Nigeria, it was in the world, and this and that. No. Government should digitalize it and make sure that what happens, you could not somebody in Lagos. They also comment on the issue of the president that said that transporter is given their choice. Have to buy 1,000 naira or buy the CNG car or 200 naira. Government make it that they want to give CNG kit and it's not free to 1 million transporter, commercial transporter. And they refuse to go and do it, go and do it. They are not interested. Government say, look, we are doing this thing for you free. Why are you not interested? My advice of government is that government should focus on getting the CNG buses on ground. If the CNG buses are on ground and are collecting and are charging cheaper money, people will stop organizing all these people that want to run on petrol. Then they will lose the market, they will lose the patronage, then they will be forced to go and go to the CNG. Government say this thing is free for you. Come and collect it. 1 million vehicles.
All right, JB.
Up to now, nobody wants to. They don't have interest.
Yeah. All right, JB. For one time.
Why?
For one time, JB.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate. All right, JB, right there, putting it, setting the record straight. I mean, that's why we are a family. And yes, aside the great collapses, I was gonna put it out there, but yeah, the OPS only came aboard saying that, look, should we continue like this, it might just be doom for the power sector in the country. And to think that we have all it takes in terms of capacity in generating, the power, and it's in the place of distribution, we're having problems. It beats my imagination. And also to think that we also power up some other countries, neighboring countries. We power them up very well and fine. It's just as Obasanjo would say, it's a shame. It's really a shame. But anyways, let's get to the WhatsApp now and see what is going on WhatsApp. Should we have more time, we will get back with the voice calls. And yes, when the time is indeed set, I'll be living here for Vicky Vic to take over and then come back 9 a.m. But let's go to this one. Samuel from Kuje. Wonderful morning, he says. And school children in Kano. What a shame for a country that prides herself as giant of Africa. Those children are not the children of the elite, but the children of the poor masses, whose parents are the poorest of the poor in a country that is blessed with human and natural resources. But these God-given blessings have been hijacked by few selfish and self-centered individuals, and they keep telling us to be patient. For how long will this continue? If I tell you that I am tired of the insensitive policy of this government, I will not be lying. I pray that God will one day deliver us from these people that are milking us dry in this country. In Jesus' name, he says, Amen. Amen to that. Have a great and happy day, UD, my brother. You too. Have a great and happy day, and thanks for your thoughts. I mean, this one right here says Static from Lube. Is that your name? Static? Okay. It's different. Okay, it says, good morning, sir, UD. Good morning to you too. I just tuned in when Mr. Obasanjo was reacting to National Grid. I thought it was restored because there was light all through the night, but took But okay, it's been there's power outage now. 2 hours ago, you're saying. All right, I missed the part where you were reading the headlines. Please, I need a small elaboration on that part because there was power supply not long ago. Well, that's been clarified, Static, right? Aside the Monday, issue and all of that, we've not heard any power, grid collapse. But then the organized private sector is allaying its fears and saying that, look, it is crumbling us. It is destroying us. Businesses now are crumbling, brought down to their knees forcefully. And that's not so nice for a country that indeed has a capacity to give everybody, in fact, every shed, every thatched house must have a power supply in terms of our capacity. But what are we doing with it? Well, I see this one here. It says, coming from James from Suleja, right? Okay. All right, so James, he says he hereby knights me Lord of the Airwaves. All right, James, thanks a lot. Well, anyway, he's saying insensitivity of our leaders are mostly highlighted by their statements and policies as it concerns the masses. The same president, come minister who lost his voice all through petrol scarcity, price hike denials and counter denials between NNPCL and Dangote now has a voice. As Minister of Petroleum, we have all witnessed colossal failure, sprinkled with irresponsibility, mismanagement, and lack of transparency. The continuous cooking gas price surge is testament to that. Now, the NNPCL imports gas only to export to neighboring countries, which is akin to the same excuses they gave for removing fuel subsidy on petrol. Well, on the frequent and now consistent grid collapse, let me lend a voice from our very own resident government fanboy. President Tinubu cannot fix the electricity problem in this country. The growth projection from the IMF is a no-brainer. Okay, a no-brainer. The economic realities are glaring and only sycophants will want to make you believe otherwise until Nigerians decide to stand up, grab this power and run with it. Just like the president states during the campaigns, we will continue to choke under the misrule. Let me also correct GB, okay, who claims that consistent grid collapse is normal all over the world. Cuba experienced just 2 grid collapses in 48 hours, and the entire country is already protesting. We should not always make sycophancy for patriotism. The grid collapsed 3 times last week, and then on Monday again. That isn't normal, you say. Well, James. All right, thank you. All right, Chinonso says from Suleja, spare me any news from Dangote and NNPCL. Well, on that, Chinonso, I'm doing just that for you right now. Let's get to the voice note and see what, obtains. Let's see. Okay, I'm trying to put it all together, so be with me just a little while longer. Okay, all right, so. I think we're there. We're ready. We're set up. Let's go.
Morning, Eagles FM. Good morning, Nigeria. My name is Danny from Kurudu. I want to comment on the issue of Bobrisky. If he is not guilty of the charge level against him by very... Morning, Eagles FM. Good morning, Nigeria. Danny from Kurudu. Honestly, Obasanjo is not far from the truth. You see, Nigeria is 3 nations living together, and we need a leader that will unite us together. The vision started from past administration, when the government of Muhammadu Buhari was so selfish in his appointments, and the same thing is still happening in this present administration. So you will see that there is no unity. Our leaders are not being fair. We need a leader that will unite this country together. We don't need leaders that will divide us. Our leaders are not being sincere to us. Concerning the senator that NDLEA raided his house, if it is, he's not above investigation. If there is any cockroach in his cupboard, let the NDLEA do their job. God bless Nigeria. God bless Eagles FM. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. They'll appreciate that one from you, Daniel. Let's go see this one.
Morning, Hanacho. This is Bridesmaids from Airport Road.
All right.
Actually, I want to comment on the Wike declare war on the beggars. I want to say it's not only beggars that is the challenge we are having here in the city. Abodu, so-called Abodu Stout is becoming something else, more especially this Airport Road. They don't allow private owners to at least to assist Nigerians when going to work. And when they are more than 3 hours, at this airport road, especially at Federal House bus stop. No vehicle agreed to stop to pick people going to town for work because of those arbor. They even pounded one man that same Monday. So we should come and look into this arbor of a thing. It's really disturbing in the city of Abuja. I don't know the reason why Arbor will just take over the whole road. The private vehicle can't assist their fellow Nigerians despite the harsh economy we are facing. Instead of people to assist one another, they are afraid of those Arboros. So SCT minister should do something about it. That's my take this morning. I don't just want to comment in any other thing. Just this is what is disturbing me. Thank you.
All right, that's what is disturbing him, he says. Well, thank you too. You're welcome. And now let's go see yet another voice note. This one coming from Triple D.
Good morning, Mr. Yudi. I celebrate you. I celebrate Nigeria. I greet you for wonderful attention that you always give to us Nigerians. My name is Triple D from Waru. Well, I want to comment on the issue of EFCC. If that EFCC call an institution are really honest and doing their job, the governors, nobody would have gone to court say he wants to stop them from doing their job. But because there is tribalism, politics, everything has been involved, and they are not fighting the corruption in earnesty and honesty. If not, the governors will not even get money. They will even be afraid to touch any resources that is not their own. Now imagine if they did not succeed. I encourage EFCC to go after them thoroughly to do their job very, very well now. If at all they could give judgment in favor of EFCC. God bless Nigeria. We'll soon get it right. We are going there. We are close to that place. Good morning.
Good morning to you. We'll get it right. We'll soon get it right. We're close. Just a little tiny, weeny, time, and we'll be there.
Mr. Yudi, good morning. My name is
Honorable.
Comparing CNG and then fuel, there's no issue with that. But the issue here is that how secure are the cylinders? Because nobody will advise you to put cylinder in your boot. Even the one we use in our houses. Some are even better than what they use here. So how secure it is, and what must we stop from producing? Let's be productive. Does it mean the fuel we have it as a natural gift from God? We want it gone? It's not that if we can have a refinery fuel here, the price will drop to the least level, and then that is what federal government will still make profit from this. Will profit. So what do you want? Anything that we're producing, and we are talking about tax. This is, to me, it doesn't make sense. PDP problem. I'm telling you, we are seeing on the pages of newspaper, it is not really what is happening. There is something behind PDP. I am telling you, there's something behind PDP, and if you don't take down that party, will go. They should sit up. They should take drastic decision. With all looking at the back. Thank you.
Right, Honorable Edwards right there. Now let's get to the Facebook page wall. I see that you are following and giving eyes to what is going on in the studio via, the international global television that we host across social media platforms. Appreciate that now. That's right, that's for you. And keep at it and invite friends and family, even foes, because they need to hear this. Well, I see a couple of messages right there, and this one coming from Fabian. Fabian says, well done work, my brother. Thank you. Only God will help us, you say. Amen. And he says, well, tell you what, only God will help us, is what he says. Fabian, all the way from Suba. Well, I guess we have to turn to God at this point, right? Yeah. Remember that we also have work to do, all right? And this one is saying, good morning, Mr. UD, watching you live from Bauchi State. All right. That's right, all the way from Bauchi State. It says, please, Mr. UD, I want to use this opportunity to appeal to the federal government that please, they should try and do the needful. By God, most Nigerians, are really suffering. And if things continue going like this, nobody will vote APC come 2027. Please, my regards to our incoming senator. Okay, says Mr. Selassie. Oh, come on, where do you guys get that from? Well, it's a good thing. It says from Suleiman Danfulani, National Assembly Quarters, but right now in Bauchi State. Oh, Suleiman, take it again. You take us everywhere. We're so happy. Thank you. Alrighty, and also Francis Namani, watching live from Amagunza in Enugu State. That's right, thank you, Oza. It says, good morning, my analyst in the studio. Mr. President should overhaul the petroleum sector completely and fix Nigeria's refineries to better the plight of Nigerians. May God help us. Everybody, may God help us. And Ozon Namani, thank you. Straight to the point, precise and yet powerful. Thank you for that very message right there. Well, do I still see another message? Well. This is going to be a quick read. Comrade Olobasi from Abuja right there, Buhari. Good morning, Obong Udwak Daniel. Good morning to you, sir. Anyone that cries more than the bereaved is a paid mourner. There's no reason whatsoever to defend the incessant national grid collapse. May God save us from ourselves. Amen. All right. And on that note, I'm also saying, you know what? This is how we close the pages, the newspaper review segment of Eagles Morning Rise. Vicky Vic is going to be here in a short bit, stepping into the studio, taking you around the world of sports. And I'll be right back here ASAP 9 a.m. as we go talking national issues. Right? My name is Udwak Daniel, and I want to appeal and indulge that you stay tuned and don't go away.
No offense to the commercials. It's just that we want to see other audio.
Eagles 102.3.
Sorry for the inconvenience.
I suppose it was inevitable.
Eagles 102.3.